bigger the firm and the more debt it holds, the larger the fee. But ones people feel in their daily lives. A bigger paycheck, more security, the ability to give your kids a decent shot in life and still have enough to retire one day. That's why job creation will be our #1 focus. We ought to make the research and experimentation tax credit bigger and permanent to spur innovation and foster new products and technologies. Some things are bigger than politics. That companies do. And to give these companies the certainty of knowing there will be a market. This is a tax cut that is already making Americans' paychecks a little bigger and giving businesses more incentive to invest and to hire. The Democrats and Republicans came together to pass in December and that I signed into law. Tax cuts that are already making Americans' paychecks bigger and allowing businesses to write off their investments, freeing up more money for job creation. Just as both parties cooperated on tax relief that is now, your paycheck isn't getting bigger, while the cost of everything from college for your kids to gas for your car keeps going up. For our families at the pump. They also mean bigger profits for oil companies. This week, the largest oil companies announced that they'd made more. Paychecks aren't getting any bigger, but the cost of everything from groceries to college tuition keeps on rising. For all of our differences, all of our disagreements, they remind us that we are all part of something bigger, that we are one nation and one people. But we've got responsibilities that are bigger than an election. But some things are bigger than an election. But we've got responsibilities that are bigger than an election. But I disagree with Republicans who think we should do that by making even bigger cuts to things like education and job training, or Medicare and Social Security benefits. And as Americans, we're united by something else too. Faith in the ideals that lie at the heart of our founding and the belief that as part of something bigger than ourselves, we have a shared responsibility to look out for our fellow citizens. Remember, our deficits are getting smaller, not bigger. This is an issue that's bigger and longer lasting than my presidency.
As a country, we are only as strong as the traditions we value that we sustain by dedicating ourselves to something bigger than ourselves.
For generations, every time the economy's changed, hardworking Americans marched and organized and joined unions to demand not simply a bigger paycheck for themselves, but better conditions and more security for the folks working next to them too.